Waking up in the morning light, kind of feeling like I'm in flight. Clouds are gathering up above, turning whispers into love. And I'm calling all angels, won't you hear my cry? Calling all you angels, lift me up to the sky. Lift me up to the sky. Lost in the shadows of
Good morning.
Good morning.
And who have we got? Well, Kevin, you are just in here bright and early. Charlie, get in your chair. How is everyone? Did you have a good Easter weekend off?
I did. How did you enjoy your weekend?
Oh, it was wonderful. I did nothing. Absolutely wonderful. I went over to my son's house Sunday morning or afternoon. Which was it? I was going to go over in the morning, and I did go over for a little bit. Of course, oh, Nana, come see this, Nana, come see that. And so, it was fun to see their excitement, which is always good. And I always bring them something. And this year, have always given my son Cadbury eggs. That was just something I did when they were young, and I just kept it up. Well, they had this huge Cadbury egg, and I'm talking like about a foot tall, that had Cadbury eggs in it. Stop it. And so I bought that and took that over, and go get in your chair. There it is, in your chair. So yeah, they love that. And then I went back later and we played games. They're into a couple games. And last night I was over there. I don't know why my throat is like this. Maybe
Mine is too.
I tell you what, the humidity's killing me. I just did my hair. It's as straight as a board. But anyway, so we played a game called Piles, which is okay for children too, but it's very good for the memory. Because you've got all these piles of cards and you got to remember what it is you're looking at. Anyway, and then after that, all done. Nada. Go. And then, excuse me, animal. And then we were going to play spades. So we tried to teach an 8-year-old how to play spades. And this 8-year-old is born of 2 adults who have a competitive streak like I have never seen. And so they, she's got oh my God, it was like she was going nuts because she wasn't winning. And we're trying to explain to her, it's okay. These are practice games. This doesn't mean anything. And she was pretty good for being only 8 playing a game.
She must have some fire in her chart.
Oh, well, it's funny because when she was first born with personality, and you would have thought I would have looked everything up, but I didn't. I think it was because I had just moved to Arizona then. And so when she was born, from her personality, I would have swore she was a fire sign. I thought she was Sagittarius. And then I stopped and I thought, and I went, no, she is Scorpio. So I found out why, her feelings are just deep and they're easy to hurt. But yes, she has fire in her chart. She is just so competitive. Oh my God. It was like, okay, dad won the one game. And she's like, can we play for second place? And she's like, no, the game's over. She's just so into it. Hello, welcome in. Yes, I'll put you on the list. Kevin, do you want a reading today? Debbie Ross. So it was fun, but boy, at the end she was like mad because she didn't win. I had a blast because I'd never played spades, and when they explained it to me, and I won the first game, which did not make her happy.
No.
You're just learning too. I enjoyed the game. I could play it. Hello, Janine. Welcome in.
Yeah, my daughter's a Sagittarius, so I know that competitiveness very well.
Oh yeah, I have my other son in Florida, Sagittarius, very much so. Okay, Kevin's first, Debbie is second. Janine, do you want to, oh, hello, Tina. Welcome in. And there we go. Kevin is a Capricorn. That's right. Where did I see?
The devil on the bottom of the deck, right as you said that.
Yeah, boy, she is. Believe me, she was just such a difficult child. Love her to death, but the second one, Riley, is she is very much an Aries. Very much an Aries. Very much diva. Look at me. I'm gonna take your picture. Okay, and she'll strike a pose. She's hysterical, absolutely hysterical. So they're very different. The one is going to take the limelight, and the other one just wants to be an artist and don't bother me. Kids, wish I had known all of this when I was young and having them.
Yes.
And you're Gemini. Janine is Gemini and a general. And Tina, I'm guessing a general. There we go. Tina, what is your sign, honey? And here we go. Okay, so greatest and highest. Jessica Garcia, welcome in. Excuse me while I get things written down because Trevor decided to take the morning off. Any messages that come through? Okay, what's your sun sign, honey? Jessica. What's your zodiac sign? Tina's a Taurus. God love you. That's my son who lives here. I mean, again, I wish I'd known all this stuff when they were little. Oh, it would have made their lives so much easier. But you learn late, right? Pisces.
I did print out both of my kids' charts. I haven't had time to sit down and do them yet. So I do need to
read them, or?
Yeah, I need to read them and figure it out.
Yeah, it's really interesting, especially like if you'll take a class on astrology to learn what each thing means, and then how all of it layered together impacts them. Oh, I wish I had known all that. Let's see here. Back to writing this down. Debbie Ross, I don't have your sun sign, honey. I need your zodiac. And I got Pisces for Jessica. Okay, well, we got a good start coming here. We're going to have a little astrology, but it's not going to be the weekly stuff that I've always done because neither one of the teachers had it out. Gotta love them. I mean, they do it for free, so it's like, okay. But so what I decided was, since we're always talking about the moon and how it cycles through, not just going from sign to sign and, half to quarter to whatever, but to talk about the cycles of what we actually talk about, because today is a new moon and it's at 7 degrees, I believe, I know it's Taurus, and I think it's 7 degrees Taurus. So we're going to talk about how today you should be setting new intentions, okay? And we've always talked about how I've always said, okay, think back, go look back and see what you were doing back then. And this is how this relates. Well, today I'm going to talk about looking forward. So we've talked about today you're going to set your intentions, and I want you to write them down somewhere. I don't care if you have a journal, if you do it on your calendar, if you do it in an electronic journal, but somehow make a note of them with the date, because we're going to talk about how the first quarter moon will, in this particular cycle, will be at a certain time. So let me get started with this, because it's not anything real quick. And then we'll do readings. Jessica, I don't know what you were saying there, honey. Okay, so today's the new moon. And we also understand, just for new people, anytime there's a new moon, what that means is that the sun and the moon are conjunct. They are at the same place, so that we won't see the moon because the earth is in between and casts its shadow. Okay. I don't know how many of you went and looked in the sky yesterday or the day before when there was that smiley. You could see the crescent moon. And then if you looked up where the eyes would be, you would see Venus and Saturn. Very cool. Somebody took a picture of it. I thought that was awesome. So today is the new moon. The sun and the moon are conjunct. We have a complete shadow over the moon. Mars, in order to do this, we're going to step back a couple days, okay? And so some of this will be a little bit of a review from last week. Mars is in Leo and is sitting opposite of Pluto, okay? So being opposite and straight across, God love those boys in blue. Oh my goodness, love them to death. All right, so they're in opposite, and we talk about any time there's an opposition, it's pulling at each other. There is tension there. And Mars and Pluto are pretty fiery, I could say, I guess. If they are together, wars break out, okay? So they're in opposition, they're pulling at each other, okay? There's a tension there between the personal will and what is larger, more uncontrolled force, okay? So Mars has the personal will. It's an action plan, and I'm going to get something done. Pluto, however, is the larger, uncontrollable force. We feel torn between wanting to assert ourselves and feeling blocked, manipulated, challenged by something bigger. Can even be by our own unconscious fears. There will be power struggles, ambition, hidden fears about, what if I lose control? What if I'm soft like Venus wants us to be? The change of energy recently has been to go towards a more feminine energy. We have spent the last 15 years in masculine. So go into the feminine, the Venus energy. Okay, there you go. man, my throat. Hidden fears, da da da. What if I'm soft and I lose control? Because soft often is equated with being weak or uncontrolled. Mars and in Leo can be impatient and frustration rising to the surface. It's the tension, and it can make you want to feel like, I got to break through. I got to do it now. I have to get this done. The tension between Pluto and Mars is important. It's really more of a catalyst to push us forward. Some kind of action, but the action we're going to see has to be soul aligned. It has to be clear, simple, path forward. It is a major aspect that is happening at this time. Another aspect which is important to acknowledge here is Saturn. Gotta love Saturn. Saturn is in conjunct with the North Node. Now, this is kind of big. It doesn't happen very often at all. It's rare. It's also deeply karmic, okay? Because the North Node is our destiny. It's where we're supposed to grow into. And Saturn represents responsibilities and maturity and commitment to the structures that we've built that will contain us long term. It's this call that says, are you ready to commit to a higher path? This doesn't come to us intellectually. It comes to us through the spirit. Are you willing to do the spiritual work to build something real and long lasting? Part of this encompasses trusting spirit. Oh God, this is the fun part. And when we straighten out and trust and have faith in spirit, it allows us to straighten out intellectually, emotionally, and in every other way. In Pisces energy, which is our spiritual ways, our faith that something can be good for me and can work for me, but also trust that it can be this way, that I behave the way that I believe the faith I'm talking about. I'm going to say that again because that's kind of hard sometimes. Trust that it can be this way, that I will behave the way I believe the faith I'm talking about. When I say I can create the life that I dream of, I must meet that devotion and commitment to create that. That's a Saturnian or Saturn energy pulling it out of us. Okay. So as the new moon exists with the sun and the moon conjunct, and when the luminaries come together, anything is possible. So we planted our seeds of intention. In the dark, we plant these seeds to begin a new cycle. What would we like to begin to bring to reality for ourselves? Nothing is too big here, okay? The problem is we often don't dream big enough. Okay, here in Taurus, you are asking to use everything that's happening at this notion to build something tangible. It's earth energy in Taurus. We're building it in earth. So what are you going to build? What are you constructing? And again, this comes back to the Venusian energy. What do you even value? And then once you build it, can you receive it? That's sometimes the hardest part, because it's really, really disappointing to build something and have no one come to it because you don't know how to receive it. Now, under the pressure of Mars and Pluto opposition, we see it having this conversation here with the new moon. Look at this. This is a direct, like I feel the universe is paying attention to what's going on over there. As we see that the moon becomes the apex of the T square between Mars and Pluto. And I'm going to pause here. If you remember, I was talking about how that T square affected one of my instructors. Scared me to death. I don't want one. Okay, but here we are with Mars and Pluto. In the apex would be the moon with the sun, meaning all that tension, all of the ambition, all of the fear, and all of the urgency that was generated under that catalyst of Mars and Pluto, it's clashing and pouring out through the moon. Now, Taurus usually wants slowness, patience, simplicity, but under this particular sky, there's a fair amount of pressure. There's this fire or this sense to act, to shift, to clear out the old and stand your ground with something new, and the wisdom of the moon of letting the energy seep itself and try and push itself through the Taurus moon. It's that Taurus understands. It's a yes, I can act, and I need to build simply but clearly. I need to act, not react. I need to build carefully, not chaotically. It also becomes really very focused. Mars is back into a fire energy. Mars is in Leo. So fine, let's build the fire into something that is going to last and fit not only into my personal life, but into the collective story as well. Now, the ruling planet of this lunation, Venus, because Venus rules Taurus, we can see it's set over here in the midst of a stellium. And when I say over here, because I was going to try to have a chart up, but it didn't work out. I didn't have time. Okay. But over in Pisces, there is a stellium. A stellium is more than 3 planets in one sign. Okay. Stellium with Saturn and the North Node. It's also when something is conjunct. Yeah. I get that and Cazimi always confused. Okay, the North Node that recently became conjunct. So Venus has completed their retrograde journey through both Aries and Pisces, where it's been dancing, showing us how we choose, how we chase worth, we push for validation, we betray our own softness. And now at this lunation, Venus is saying, stop chasing what already is yours. Be soft, trust the process, and stand in the sacred value. What do you value now? Let it come to you. Point your hips at it and let it come to you. And I'm telling you right now, it's a time to walk back into that being soft and attracting, not chasing. So if you feel like you're blocked and you need to kind of recall some of that magnetism and let it come to you, this beautiful energy to be able to do that. So go ahead and lean in. Lean in and let it come to you, because Venus wants to be powerful, wants to be madly powerful at this particular lunation. So I say, lean in, friends. Go on ahead and let it. Now, as we also look at the stellium, excuse me, it's been unfolding just in the Pisces energy, having Saturn and the North Node, having Venus over there, And of course, Neptune was involved in that, and Mercury. There was just everybody was over there. Its whole story of how we are integrating what is going on around us, what we've been experiencing, how we brought these energies into a full culmination. It's a major feature. And I think at this particular new moon, because it's a reminder that in general, you don't have to go out and particularly like earn your worth. You already have it. You don't have to micromanage your destiny. You have to trust and surrender and then receive it. That's the real story here, folks. You have to be ready to receive it. Building in the material is really only going to grow and be able to be sustained if it is built spiritually. It comes from a spiritual place. Now we can see as well from this Pisces stellium that there is a set of 2 loose squares to Jupiter. Okay, in the chart, there was several L shapes. Those are loose squares. But Jupiter is also at this particular time in a really nice sextile to Chiron, who is in Aries. And this particular sextile energy is a major healing energy because Chiron's the healing wounded warrior. It's healing for your voice, healing for your identity, healing for some confidence, maybe. Even so, this is a nice avenue at this particular lunation, or a window, if you would be speaking your truth. Not even just to be seen, but to just say, here I am, who I am, full value, and without apology. The thing to remember in this energy, as much courage as it brings, is that first of all, softness comes with strength, and wisdom doesn't always come in words. Some things are spoken out for us in terms of body language. How do we carry ourselves? When we're looking at Venusian energy, are we dressing how we would like to be addressed? How is the aesthetic also playing in for us? And the other thing about it is that some sense of speech and communication for us while we are holding our value and creating and building something that can sustain us, and that we can receive off of how we make people feel, not how we explain ourselves to them, not how we explain what we built, but how does it feel when others are interacting with it. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic to see how Jupiter brings that particular story in. Now we've got some Neptune in action here. Neptune is fresh into Aries energy in a fire triangle with Mars, who is over there in Leo, just back from its retrograde vacation. Excuse me. So this is again a supporting aspect. It too is not an entirely common connection that we get, but what gives us a chance to take all of this tension, and it's trying to push out here in the Taurus energy and transmute it into something creative, into something courageous, a little bit more soulful action. Because courage doesn't have to be reckless. Remember the saying that courage is not always the roar, but it can be the effort to say, I'll try again tomorrow. Taurus is really not reckless. you know. So courage doesn't have to be reckless and bold, it can be beautiful boldness. So plant your seeds of intention that embody your values and plant a life in a course of your next direction that we really want under this moon. I ask you to remember something also while doing this. You are worthy. I'm going to repeat that. You are worthy. Already, right now, today, you are capable. You are ready to receive, to build with intention, build a structure, build something so tangible and ready to receive what's coming. And then trust that what is meant for you when you come to your softness, when you come to being less stressed out, that everything is going to come to you because it's just finding its way home. You don't have to fight for it. Now, let's talk about the lunation cycle because we've talked about all of this the other times, like I said, looking backwards to see what were we doing back at a specific date. Well, now let's look forward. We have this new moon today at 7 degrees of Taurus. Today's April 27th of 2025. That's the beginning of the cycle, and we're planting our seeds of intention. So take notes, put this in your journal. You've never followed this 27-month nation cycle, lunation cycle that we follow around here, and watch how your astrology is unfolding this. Write it down, make a Google note, put it in your calendar, put it in your electronic journal or your regular journal, and put a little sticky note to identify it. Remember, you're planting this in earth energy, a fixed earth of Taurus. So you're likely starting something that can be touched, tasted, felt. The value was radiating off of it. A Venusian relationship, a financial structure, something of value in Taurus. Now, when we get to January 26th of 2026, we will be at the first quarter moon at 6 degrees of Taurus. So at that time, we're going to have massive amounts of change. People, places, and things that are not in alignment with this new moon, that what you're requesting in this Taurus area of your chart is going to start to fall out like crazy. Remember, on the first quarter, we let the universe weed the garden. Let them take away everything that you're not going to need in your new intention. It takes things away from us so we have room for what we want. So allow the universe to do the heavy lifting. You made this request. Now the universe, based on what you asked for, is going to take out the things that are no longer meant for you and cannot fit into your new vibration. You are the builder, okay? So from January 26th, going all the way around to October of 2026, you are the builder, the future forward minded. What are you building? Write it out. Put it down on paper. Keep a simple structure with what you're building. What's the plan? Build it in a way that is not chaotic. Build it with intention. You're going to be the builder at that time. And again, some chaos can kick up when we get to October 26th. There's a lot of 26 energy going on around here. So my numerology friends, what's the 26 about? As we get to October, then we'll be at the full moon of 2 degrees Taurus. So we're going to be looking at everything because the full moon illuminates all of it, right? We're going to be celebrating what we built back here in April of 2025. We'll take a minute to celebrate because you built something. So take a minute to celebrate that. What's going to happen is we need to decide if we're going to pivot, and if we are, which things are we going to let go of? Which are we just going to move around and let stay? We're going to commit to continuing to go down the road with it, this particular direction. And as we get to July 26th of 2027, we're going to have the last quarter moon happening at 3 degrees of Taurus. This is where we're going to bring this whole cycle of work that we've been building to a close. You get the recognition that comes from having built something. You bring it just to its ending. You say, okay, that's the end of this cycle. And it doesn't mean that you brought a relationship in here and it's going to be over then. Of course, it can be. But relationships end all the time without relationships ending, right? Like if you've ever been in a couplehood or a friendship or a parenting relationship, you know that as you're going through the relationship, it's one kind of relationship, and then the relationship has to die off and starts to live like something else. We turn away from what it was. We get busy living in the new, the next iteration or vibration. So keep in mind whether it's around your relationships or your value, your worth, your softness, coming back to creativity, your femininity, your money. What is it that at that time you're going to be able to look back and say, I actively participated in consciously building this and shedding and letting things go when it was time to in my life? This will make a whole lot of sense if you get your own chart and look where these degrees of Taurus are happening. Maybe you have specific planets there. What house is it for you? That will help you understand what we've been talking about. So I hope some of that made sense and will help all of you.
Yeah.
Write those intentions down for sure.
I even got a candle from Dollar Tree that I'm going to burn.
There you go. I've got 3 sitting right there. I just ordered them in 3s. All right. So we have, and let me add to this list here. Kevin. Debbie is Sagittarius. Okay, I've got that. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Okay. Stephanie Pearl. Okay, Stephanie.
I don't know what her zodiac sign is, though.
Okay, Stephanie, you need to write down what your zodiac sign is. And do you want a general reading or do you want something specific, whether it's career, finance, love? Put it in there. Do you have a specific question? Write it down. Hey, Victor, welcome in, buddy. Do you want a reading too? You would be number 7.
Okay, Stephanie's a Capricorn.
Stephanie is a Capricorn. Okay. And Stephanie, did you put down what you wanted? Let me see. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Okay, where 26 in numerology represents idealism and humanitarianism. See, I was thinking you add the 2 and the 6, you've got an 8. That's the
Mhm.
sign.
And it's very karmic, yes.
Very karmic.
Mhm.
All right, Victor. Capricorn, I got that. Stephanie wants a love reading. All right. L.A. Heart, welcome in. L.A. Heart. A love reading. What's your zodiac sign, honey? Let's see, L.A. Heart, you're Cancer. Welcome in. That's the best sign. Happens to be mine too. Let's see, here we are. Victor. Yes, I know. Double Sag, fishy moon. And highest and greatest. Okay. A love sign is Cancer. Okay. I think I got everybody that we've got so far. We're going to be busy. So we're going to start with Kevin. Kevin wants to know whatever the highest and greatest, what messages, angels, and spirit guides. We're talking to Kevin Blaze. Wants to know what messages you have for him for his highest and greatest good. Kevin Blaze, his highest and greatest good. Thank you, angels, spirit guides. Already, huh? Capricorn. Highest and greatest for Kevin. It's showing you being very strong, Kevin, with a fiery temper. Do you have a fiery temper? Would you even admit it? Ooh, Kevin. Kevin, you have new love here. All right, so Kevin, let us all in on it. Do you already know this person? Who is she? Seems to me I remember you mentioning something like that was going to happen. Oh, no, it's not already there, huh? Well, you've got a message coming. Thank you. Have you been manifesting it? They're showing you as manifesting. You release any anger. Not just, yet she's close, you know. Okay. So is this somebody you already know? You believe so. Oh, you're manifesting a bit. Okay, so I don't know what the I believe so, but we'll see is. You got your defenses up, though. They're saying you need to be cautious of that. Because if your defenses are up, that person could walk by and not see you. On the bottom, we have the King of Pentacles. And we have a Hangman. This person could be a Pisces. Could be several things here. We've got the Justice card. That's Libra energy. Interesting here. So I really want you to take a look at this. This is your defenses, your boundaries. And man, you've got them in there firmly in the ground to the point where you've built this crystal ball around yourself. Nobody can get through that, Kevin. So you've got to be cautious of that. Manifesting. Yes, you've been manifesting. You know her. Oh, let us all in on it. I've already shown you that one and that one. And then we also had a message of love coming through. So, Jess, what do you have? Do you know her name?
I do not. But I have two people coming through.
Hey, Angie.
So a new person and an older person. The older person wants a new beginning, but it's just going to keep you stuck, whoever this is. And I see you following your intuition when it comes to investing in yourself and investing in things that you want. You are manifesting this relationship. I got the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups.
Oh.
And you're taking action to make the changes that make you happy. That is what I'm seeing.
That's pretty cool, Kevin. What a reading. Angie will catch you up. Kevin just got a love reading. Pretty serious one, too. We just want to know who it is. Who is it? Who are you? All right. Okay, so Kevin, you are done. Debbie Ross, you are next. And you got to be here. So write down that you're here. Alex. I'll put you on the list, Alex. You're number 9. Whoa, okay. He's gonna, when you find out, I thought it was something like, didn't you say that you thought you knew this person? Kevin, am I remembering something totally off the wall? For some reason in my head, it was.
I think, yeah, but I think it's a Taurus because this is the second card that came up. The second time this card came out while we're talking about it.
Yeah, but at the same time, I had several other cards that came out too, like Pisces and.
Or, I mean, it is Taurus new moon.
Yeah,
so.
You never know. Could be just placements in the chart. You're
well.
welcome.
I got the High Priest and the High Priest.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Angie, are you saying you want a love reading? I'll put you on the list. I know you're Pisces and you want a love reading. Yeah, but it's complex. We currently do not talk. So you know who this is, but you don't talk yet.
Oh, could that be the Six of Cups and why I was picking up on it? Maybe it's not somebody he's previously been with, but.
Could be. Could be somebody
Maybe
that he
he's
knows, but he hasn't approached yet.
right.
Um,
Although the Six of Cups, you would think that would be like memories and nostalgia. So, I don't know.
yeah, Angie and love reading don't even match. Now you are wrong, and you know that. Okay. Oh, we got a squirrel. Ryan, go away. Okay. Nobody's gonna touch you. Gee whiz. You've been here before too. Let me see if I can. Ryan Dwyer. All right. See this person? Send me a friend request. You get these messages, just blow them away. They're just after your money. It's a scam. They let it be said that, oh, I got a message for you and I know something. They don't know shit.
The funny thing is, I actually know who that creator, like the actual creator, is, and that's not even him. So it's somebody who's
That's
portraying another person.
hysterical. See, Ryan, you've been caught. You've been caught. Or whoever you are.
Ta-da!
Go away. There you go. Go away. Oh, and here he goes. He's going to ask everybody. And oh, how do I get rid of this guy? To block, I need to go. Let me use my phone. I think I can do it that way. Let me go. I wonder if he's on YouTube or
I think it's in
a
Facebook.
Facebook thing. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Facebook. But now I got to check and see which one. He is Ryan. Ryan Dwyer.
Yes, Alex, can you tell us what your zodiac sign is?
Yeah, you're on the list ahead of Angie's love reading.
Oh, you posted your question.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there you are. Mm-hmm. Nope, I don't think so. Block you. Okay. Now. Oh, he's on here several different times. Lovely. Lovely. All right, I'll stay on even longer just so I can get this done.
Alex is a Scorpio sun.
And Mr. Scorpio, was it a general reading?
He or she is confused between two alternating options. They need to.
Oh,
can I
I'll
have a reading
scroll
on
back
that,
here. Okay, just remind me and we'll take a look at that before.
Okay.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, please like and subscribe and share the video. That's all we ask for. We do these free every week, and that's all we ask for. Okay, Debbie, you're here. I'll do some more of this blocking afterwards. All right, Debbie Ross. Debbie Ross. What's a general? Angels, we're talking to Debbie Ross. She's a Sagittarius. Debbie Ross. What messages do you have for Debbie Ross? For her greatest and highest good, please. For her greatest and highest good. Debbie Ross, have you been here before? This feels familiar.
Yes,
She has. Okay. Are you in a relationship currently? Thank you, Alex. Married. Okay. Are you married to a Gemini? Why am I not? Are you feeling closed? Too many cards. Got some good news coming, dear. A Libra. Well, it could have been a Libra too. I got a King of Swords here. For me, that usually means Gemini, but it can represent a Libra as well. I usually put the Queen in Libra, but it can be vice versa. You've got some good news, though. Maybe a little bit of money with it. Whoa, okay, I'm finally getting this. Oh. Do you know a Cancer? Like maybe a child? You're gaining some clarity, they say. But you're feeling kind of stuck, huh? And Spirit's telling me that you are in the middle of a transformation, which may be why you feel stuck. May I have one more card? Last card here for Debbie Ross, please. Last card. Last card for Debbie Ross. Okay, well, here's another card representing a Libra. So I'll put that over there. All right. Well, that's what I've got. You know, you do have some good news coming, maybe a little bit of money. The unconditional love. That's a Cancer placement. So you may have a Cancer placement in your chart or your husband. It may just be talking about how much you love your husband. This is saying that you're about to gain clarity into something that you've been questioning. This is about being stuck, and this is about transformation. All right. Now we're going to see what Miss Jess has.
I got pretty much the same thing. I was picking up on this really confusing energy. Like I had no idea what was going on with the cards at all. And I got the Eight of Swords as well. So there's obviously like this unclear, I couldn't read it. I don't know.
Is there something that's on your mind, Debbie, that could be, I don't want to say blocking. It's not. In the beginning, I thought it was being blocked because it was taking me forever to connect.
Are you talking? She said she's married, right? I got the King of Swords with the Seven of Wands, Page of Cups, Six of Cups. I don't know if they're in communication, if there was an issue with communication in the past, maybe. I don't know.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Hey, those are songs from my college days. All right. I'm sorry, Debbie, that it wasn't clearer for you. If there's something that is on your mind or something you were hoping us to get to, it's better to put it down and help us focus on it. You know, readings are like looking at a map. And when we get to a fork in the road, we can go the wrong direction. So that's why I ask, are you married? What's your sign? So I know which way to go. Gives a much clearer reading. But anyway, I wish you well. If it resonated, that's great. Okie doke. And if there was something else, I'm happy to go back to it. Janine, Miss Janine, are you here? Janine, how bad is the lag?
It's not that bad.
Squirrel stop. So I've got him blocked already. Oh, you're welcome. I hope it resonated for you because it didn't for us.
No, it was so confusing.
Janine's not been in the chat.
No, I haven't seen her since
All
either.
right, I'll give her one more second here. Janine, you need to be here to get read. Tina, you're next. Tina Tops, are you here? Next, let's see. If Janine doesn't show up, it's Tina, then Jessica. Yeah, Kevin, that was me in college. Oh, funny. I remember, oh man. Okay, you have to remember back in the 70s, gay men weren't comfortable being out. Okay. That's just the beginning of when that all occurred. And I can't tell you how many men I dated and then went, you know, something's not right. They turned out to be gay. But so this one I was dating in college, I was working in a hospital and he did also. And so we went and took lessons on how to disco dance to that. Oh, what fun. And fun to watch other people try to do it that had no idea what tempo was or a beat or. All right, Tina's here. Tina, I will get you started then. A general. All right, angels, I'm talking to Tina Tops, and she's here and wants a general reading. She is a Taurus. Tina Tops for her greatest and highest good, please. Thank you. Tina Tops. Greatest and highest good. Oh my God, that was an explosion. Hang on a moment. Got cards on the floor. All right, I'm not going to take 10 cards. All right, get back to it here. Jessica, you're after Tina, honey. Oh, Janine showed up. Okay, Janine, I'll throw you in the mix here. We called and called.
Are we reading Tina or Janine?
I'm reading Tina right now. I already started Tina, so. And then I'll do Janine and then Jessica. All right, Tina. Too many names. Tina. Tina Tops. Angels and spirit guides. Thank you for your Thank you. Are you tired, Tina? They're telling me you need to get some rest. But But you're very strong, they're saying. Do you have a Leo in your life? Christina, you're a Taurus. Ooh.
I was going to ask, have you been in an off and on relationship?
Yeah, I've got this. Did you have a very painful ending of a relationship? It can have several meanings, but that card always stops me dead in my tracks. It's kind of a very obvious.
She's fighting her intuition on something. She keeps going back and forth,
Oh,
and she's fighting her intuition on it. There's a lot of inner
well,
turmoil.
that makes sense here. I've got the Magician. Maybe she's trying to manifest something. I hope it's not. You're with a Leo. Okay, well, that's the Leo that came out right away.
I have the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. I feel like you're not satisfied. There's something here you are not.
Yeah, is there somebody else involved in the mix? Because sometimes that 3 of Swords can be a third party.
It seems very karmic to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've got an Aquarius also here. All right, let's see if I can get something else.
Also, I have Gemini. But it can also
Your ex
resemble a
Oh, her ex is a Leo. And you're also with a Leo, so you've got 2 Leos. That's how I would understand that.
Don't go for a Leo next time.
Yeah. Okay. That's the 3 then. Okay.
Yeah, see? 10 of Swords with the Sun. You're ending that cycle, ending that karmic cycle, and walking away.
Anything else for Tina? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, you're about to make a major decision here. I've got Gemini. Did we say there was a Gemini involved?
Yes, I have that card as well. the
Yeah.
Lovers.
I'm not sure if that's a decision to move in a different direction, which was the first thing I got, or if there's a Gemini coming in. I see where you're about to gain some clarity here. No, you're single, you're not with anyone. Okay, so when you said with a Leo, you were talking about your ex.
Oh,
And
okay.
then you clarified. Okay. Well, first of all, I would say the part with your ex isn't over until you heal your heart. Your heart is still hurting. So
There's a lot of inner turmoil I'm picking up on too. I don't know if there's shame or guilt in any way.
give me another card, please, for Tina Cox. Yeah, you're about to break free of all of that. You're going to go down a new road.
And there's somebody new coming in. I've got the 10 of Cups, King of Cups, 2 of Cups.
There you go. You got new on its
And-
way. So I want.
You showed up in my reading as the Queen of Cups.
Ooh,
So.
that's a Cancer. That's me. So if you got all that coming, honey, I want you to do some work on yourself and try to heal that. You might think it's healed, but they're saying it's not. So work on that is what I would suggest, so that when this new love shows up, oh, see, and there's the King of Cups again. Okay. I hope that, let's see, on the bottom, I got the moon.
Oh, the Taurus new moon. Plant those seeds, those
Yeah.
intentions.
Do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Okay. Tina, I hope that resonated. Now we're going to take on Janine, who wanted a general. Let me get these cards shuffled. And then we'll do Jessica. Janine. Oh, Victor got inner conflict too. Yeah, inner work. Right. You're welcome, honey. All right, we're gonna do Janine. Angels talking to Janine. They want for the greatest and highest good. What can you tell me, Janine? Thank you. Thank you. You're a Gemini. Wow. That's quite a start. Are you impatient, Janine? I've got a Sagittarius and a Pisces here. Any of that make sense to you? Do you know a Sagittarius or a Pisces? That's too many cards. Thank you. That's 3 cards. Ooh. Okay. Janine, there's some big change about to take place in your life, and you are fighting it. And that is not going to change anything other than make it more painful. So when this happens, my strong recommendation is that you go with the flow. I always equate a Tower card in reverse as a rip current in your life. It's going to happen no matter what. If you fight the rip current, you're going to drown, right? Well, if you fight a Tower card, you're going to be in a lot of pain until, it's going to happen no matter what. Yes. Okay. Yes, that must be to Sagittarius. When you put a yes, guys, put down what it's in relation to, because I've asked about 6 questions. Sagittarius, Pisces, fighting some change. You need to work on getting things in balance, grounded.
I was going to say that's the one thing that keeps coming up for me is things are not balanced.
Yeah, I got that. The yes could be, the first question I asked was, are you impatient? Because they were telling me that you need to be patient.
Yeah, I got temperance too.
Did you? I've got, you're in a conflict, not with someone else, with yourself. Thank you, angel spirit guides, for your guidance. Last card. Whoa. Okay. Now I'm getting all kinds. Ooh. All right. Oh, that's too many cards. I'm sorry. But that is conflict. I think this came out with those. Yes, again. About the sun being out. The yes, you got to tell me to what? Patience. Yes, I know that. Why don't you give me one last card here for Janine?
I pulled the Tower. I think that's the one she's been avoiding.
Yeah, that's what I've got here. No, a Cancer. No to a Cancer. Did you ask about a Cancer? I didn't.
No.
Oh, no. Okay, you are involved with a Cancer. I asked, is there Pisces or Sagittarius? And no, but there is a Cancer there. Okay. Last card here, please, for Janine. Your energy reminds me of the other gal, Debbie Ross.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to differentiate. Although there was a lot of justice and Libra energy in Janine's that I kept getting, which I think is that balance. And
I've got yeah, she needs to get balanced and grounded. Okay, Victor's got the inner conflict too. Okay, there's a card. Ooh. Okay, you're finally putting down this burden. You've been carrying something around, and they're saying either put it down or that you have already put it down. Okay. When you read right before you start, do you have to verbally ask the spirits, or can you can just think it, but I just go ahead and verbalize everything. It makes things clearer for people.
I keep getting a lot of energy around finances.
That could have been the burden. I've got the 10 of Wands upside down.
Maybe a change in job.
Feeling out of balance. Well. Okay. Well, you need to work on that. Must be a long lag time. Yeah, I don't have anything else for you, Janine. Jess, do you have anything else?
What I'm getting is, yes, there is a major shift coming, and I think you can feel it, and and that's why you're feeling this like out of balance, but it's there for a reason, and just believe that everything for a reason is what I would say. Because I was picking up on the same thing. There's the Tower moment.
Kevin, another reason I do that is just to make it clear, because my mind is full of all kinds of crap. Yeah, I've got that ADD thing where, squirrel.
Oh, I have like 20 tabs open too.
Janine's inner conflict and trying to balance up the life. Self-feeling. Oh, a third eye issue, huh? Okay, well.
I did pull a Two of Swords, and if you see it in that card, it depicts her blindfolded. Right. And it's because she's supposed to trust the inner guidance to make that decision. If that is clouded, how are you supposed to make that decision?
And remember, we talked about that when I was talking about the new moon. You've got to just learn to trust and seek balance. Yeah. All right, third eye issue. If you're feeling a third eye issue, right here, when you lay down, I want you to get some amethyst. Now, it doesn't have to be this size, okay? But I want you to lay it there when you're laying down there. Yeah, she's got that. I've got this. I've got 1,000 of them. You know, obviously that's not going to sit on my head, but this one does. And that's one reason I got it. So amethyst will help open that up.
Also, the candle meditation.
Yeah. Get a
Mhm.
candle. And what your candle meditation is, every day for at least 7 days, you're to take 5 minutes and sit there and focus on that flame. A candle, one candle. And every time what, honey?
She did just lose her job.
Oh, that's that. That's power.
That's what I'm picking.
Okay.
I firmly believe something else is better. He was just picking you from there because you weren't meant to be there anymore. You're meant to be somewhere else.
A lot of people have just lost their jobs.
Trust the process. Go with the flow. 222 on the
Yeah.
clock.
Easy to say, hard to do, and I get that because you're sitting there wondering how you're going to pay the rent or make the mortgage or put food on the table. But I can look back over my life and see where is something like that handled. Oh yeah, back to the candle. See what I mean about my head? Focus on a candle, on the flame. And every time something weird comes in your head, focus on that candle and set a timer, 5 minutes. Okay. It's a very long time when you're doing this. It's a struggle to get there, but do it every day for 7 days. If you can do it longer, great. If you want to do it for more than 7 days, great. But that's going to help your third eye.
YouTube also has sound bowl meditations for all the chakras that you can find.
Right. Now that's one thing I do when I'm meditating is I'll put a frequency meditation on there, not guided, just the sound. That slows down your mind. Okay. So if you do that during the candle meditation, that might help you. But the whole idea between the candle meditation is to get control over your mind.
Right. Out of balance, it just means that you're growing out of that specific place. And it's going to feel uncomfortable at first, but you're meant to be at a different job now. So that's the way I'm looking at it anyway. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Trevor actually just lost his job. So
that's not good. Okay, well, I hope that helps you in some way. My sense here is that the job that you had, you didn't really enjoy. It was a job, just something to put food on the table. There's something bigger and better, something that's going to be, you'll have some passion for.
Right.
I hope that.
Or something that will also help you grow in a particular area that you can take with you when you move on from that place as well. Or if you move up in the company.
Exactly.
Everything, I look at everything, it's probably because I am a Gemini, but I look at everything as like a learning opportunity.
Gemini, yeah. Geminis. I love Geminis. They love to chat and learn and talk about it. Ask them how they feel. Hang on, I got to think about it. Just being sarcastic a little. All right. Next is Miss Jessica. Jessica, she wants a general and she is a Pisces. Jessica, are you here still, dear? So do I, Jess. So do I do what?
Look at everything as like a learning opportunity.
Oh, yeah, I do too. It's like, okay, if it doesn't go the way you want it, why? What was it supposed to be of value?
Kevin's one of us.
Uh,
My moon's in Capricorn.
hey, I got Venus in Gemini, so yeah.
I'm a Gemini sun, rising, Cancer, Mercury.
Oh, you communicate like a Cancer?
Mhm.
Dear God, help.
And my Mars is in.
Cancers are not known for their communication. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. Jessica's here. All right, Jessica. No more fooling around. Let's get down to it. Jessica. Angel's talking to Jessica. She wants to know for her greatest and highest good. What do you want to tell her? Jessica Garcia. Jessica Garcia. Thank you. Have you been resting or getting some rest? Or do you feel like you really need some? Whoa. Whoa. Got Libra here. Okay, Jessica, are you in a relationship? I've got something very stable. I'm wondering, are you seeing a Libra? Your North Node's in Gemini, Kevin? So you're aspiring. Okay.
Oh. My North Node's Sagittarius.
Mine, Libra. I dated a Libra for a long time. Jessica, need it for sure. Sun in Pisces, Moon, rising Cancer. Need it for sure. Okay, I'm going to repeat myself. When you make a comment, especially if it's a yes or no, put down what it's in relation to. Yes, you're married with a Scorpio. Well, see, I see a very stable relationship. Scorpio, huh? Somebody's got some Libra placements then. I'm going to bet it's the Scorpio. Okay. Very stable relationship. Thank you. You're welcome, Janine. Okay, the rest. Gotcha. Yeah. Had the 4 swords. Thank you. Like Pisces here. You're the Pisces. Okay, there's you. I'm troubled by a card. Did you get a Seven of Swords?
I have the Three of Swords twice. So that's where I'm confused. I don't know.
Okay, well, okay. Jessica, is there somebody that has been around you that you found to be less than truthful?
I sense she's already very guarded with this person because I have the Nine of Wands, and then again I have the Four of Cups twice, but in a different deck.
Okay. Gonna lose track here in a minute. I've got a Gemini too.
Are there any comments?
Janine. Let your inner diva. Victor said, let her inner diva come out. And she's saying, yeah. Alex says Scorpios are the best. Kevin says, till you piss one off. That's true. You get stung.
You're never forgiven. Forget about it. You're dead to them.
Yeah.
But Geminis are kind of the same way. So.
Let's see. Someone I no longer talk to only. Oh, I gotcha. That's about the deceit. Okay, well, for some reason that's showing up. Last card here, please, for Jessica. Last card for Jessica. I have a Pisces here. Another Pisces. Who's the Pisces? We have boundaries. Who's the Pisces? I got a lot of Pisces here. Okay. Man, this is to me like Debbie Ross trying to put this all together.
I know, it's confusing.
It's very disjointed. Okay. Start with the things I know. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you were the Pisces, so maybe that's why I'm getting so much Pisces. You're in a stable marriage. You know somebody that lied to you. You're no longer with them. For some reason, they showed up. But the Gemini, the Sagittarius I really have no clue. A lot of your family are Pisces. Okay, that's why you got so much then. Usually I'll get one card of whoever the person is, but to get all of them. Okay. Okay, then like I said, I've got Gemini, I've got Sagittarius. Any of that mean anything to you?
I had Libra as well.
Yeah, I had Libra earlier as well too.
A lot.
So you know those people or children, parents? Yeah, this is really disjointed.
I was
Okay.
up on
These are the things that I know. I've already said. This, you confirmed that. It's these three that I don't. Your grandma is Sagittarius. Okay, grandma's here. There's something in your life right now that it's like you're waiting on the answer. You're not doing anything actively to get there, but you're waiting on the answer.
Hermit.
Soul searching? That's not what I got. I have the 3 of Wands.
The Hermit came out for me for her as well.
Your friends are Libras. Okay.
There was collaborative energy, but being protective, being guarded.
Friends are Libras. Okay. I'm not sure what this other one is. The Gemini. And that there's somebody, Clutch McGrady. Okay. Clutch. Let's see. I don't know if we'll be able to add another person, but I'll put you down. Clutch. Don't count a Gemini out. Okay, I'm not counting them out. I'm just saying they're here. Oh, you lost your mother-in-law on Good Friday. She was a Virgo. She didn't even show up.
I got the Hermit card.
You did. That's right. So there's the Hermit.
They are with you. They are around.
Yeah, they're always with you.
Mm-hmm.
Always, always, always.
I think,
especially right afterwards.
I think they're with you for this time in your life. They're preparing you for something.
Yeah. I'm sorry it wasn't more fluent, but that's what I got. Okay, where was Clutch McGrady? You just had a question mark. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you want a reading? I added you to the bottom of the list, but we've got, well, next is Stephanie. She wants a love reading, and then Victor, and then LA Heart, Alex, and Angie, then Clutch. So I don't know if we'll get to you. Yeah, I pretty much can say we won't, looking at the time.
Yeah.
But Stephanie, are you here, honey? It's your turn. Do the cards make sense? Okay, I'm glad. Did I get them confused?
It seems very murky. Like when you're trying to
muddy water.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Anjum, we won't get you. The list is pretty much closed. We're not going to get to everybody. Stephanie, there you are. You're ready. Okay, Stephanie Pearl. Stephanie Pearl, Angels, wants to know about love. What can you tell me about love for Stephanie Pearl?
What was Stephanie's zodiac sign again? Sorry.
What?
What was Stephanie's zodiac sign again? Sorry.
Stephanie's Capricorn.
Okay.
Alex, honey, you are number 9. We are on number 6. We have 20 minutes. I'll stay a little longer since the astrology took a while. But all right, let me get back to this. Stephanie Pearl wants a love reading. Stephanie Pearl, thank you. Do you like to learn things? Do a lot of reading, research? Stephanie? Because that's the sense I'm getting. I don't know if you're going to school, maybe. Oh, here's another. Oh my goodness. Well, you want a love reading? I got a 4 of Wands for you. Let's see what else comes up before we go into that. I'm gonna assume that since you wanted a love reading, you're not in a relationship. That could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. Whoa. Lifelong learner. Okay. That's me. Do you have a 7 of Swords?
I have the 10 though.
You what?
I have the 10 though.
Oh. All right. Stephanie. Is there somebody around you that has been less than honest with you? I always look at this card in a love reading as that maybe somebody was interested in you or you were interested in them and they didn't bother to tell you they were married. That's how I usually read that in a love reading. But it can be that, you know, you had a friend that I'm going to have to plug this thing in. Or we're close. I do see where things are going to get easier for you in love. Not that you know of. Okay. Then I would be cautious. Okay. Because I do have a 7 of Swords here. 7 of Swords is about deceit. Having said that, it can also be about strategy. The 7 of Swords in traditional tarot, not in this deck. Your baby daddy was that what? Oh, he was deceitful a long time ago. Well,
I do see something from that resurfacing.
yeah, it could be.
I got Judgment twice now. And it's from a different tarot. Because I have 2 different decks that I use.
Okay. I see where things are going to get easier for you in love and that things are going to start to move forward. I almost feel like you were feeling stuck, but things are about to break free. Now, let's talk about this 4 of Wands. I got a sense that you were afraid you'd never get married.
You're right, Victor. I got that card too.
Oh, you guys.
That's what came out with Judgment. So I feel like
But she's Capricorn.
I don't know.
No, you're not getting that sense?
I pulled the Empress for her energy. And there's just,
Yeah, just be cautious.
yeah.
That's all I would say is be cautious. Because I do see things getting better for you.
I do see where you did leave that behind to start anew.
Oops. Oh. Okay. We're not in Mercury retrograde anymore, thank God. But I've got here that somebody's coming back from your past. I'm not saying it's a baby daddy. I don't know. It could be just a friend. But that's what that card is all about. On the bottom, I have a King of Pentacles. Working well together. Yeah, I'm feeling stuck, which is what I thought in the beginning.
Also, whoever this person was, it could have been somebody where it wasn't allowed to move forward at that time. And this could be circling back around to where now you will have that time
Could
with
be.
that person.
Now, the Four of Wands here, I got a real sense in the beginning that you were afraid you'd never find love and get married. That card, for me as a reader, is the marriage card. This is saying that, yes, you will. I'm not saying it's right now, but that was one of the first cards that came out.
And
Going forward, just be cautious.
And you keep getting told that you have Empress energy or an Empress vibe. And I mean, that is literally the card that came out. You're in a very fruitful energy, a very fruitful time in your life right now as well. So that could be attracting in more people.
It could. So you need to have filters and be ready for that. There was something I was thinking, and then you're gonna get married. Don't doubt it. Okay.
Yeah, no, there is a celebration of love.
Yeah, that's what that Four of Wands is,
Mm-hmm.
and the Three of Cups is celebrating. So we didn't get anything definitive other than you got a lot coming at you and you need to be cautious, but the right one is on his way.
Mm-hmm.
And things are going to start moving forward for you. Bubble up? What is that? Remove those narcissists. Yeah, you don't want that. All right. Okay, let's see. Victor's next. He said, a double Sag. Angels were talking with Victor for his highest and greatest. What can you tell me, Victor? Victor's.
Victor, do you have a crush on someone?
I think. Did you finally start dating that person? Or were we just talking about that person coming in? Oh, wow. Oh, did I catch it? I got it. Two of Swords with a Six of Pentacles. Victor's not feeling very patient, are you, Victor? Because they're telling me to tell you, you got to be patient.
Yeah.
You're overthinking it, number one. Are you having problems sleeping about this? Are you having problems?
I picked the 9 of Swords too.
Okay. Okay, you have a feeling you're going to meet, yeah. When you do meet him, it's going to be good. It's an even give and take. You've got some decision to make. Spirit is saying you're going to have to be patient. And for some reason, oh, we got another squirrel here. Divine Blaze Quinteria, bye-bye. Please leave. Nobody's going to touch you. We've already had somebody else. You're just out. You're a scammer. So, go away. Find something to do.
I see that you're waiting until you find what it is that you want and you're not compromising. And I like that. Sorry. I had to say it.
Stick to your standards. You know what you're worth.
Okay. You have trust issues when it comes to relationships due to the past, I fear. They're bringing it up because they want you to heal that before this person comes. Even if you think you might have it healed.
Oh, Divine Blaze, go away. Well, you've shown up, the Queen of Wands here. They're telling me you're not using your intuition like you should, which kind of surprises me. But I don't know. Did you ever answer me? Are you having problems sleeping? You're a spinning hamster, are you, huh? Wow.
I'm also getting that you may have a lot of choices. They want you, there's a lot of things that you do want. They want you to be more specific. I'm getting when it comes to
okay. You may have a Pisces coming in, or no, that's your fishy moon. That's right. Okay. I got a Pisces card here. That's you. This is you. Are you getting some rest? Well, plug in before we go off the air here.
They want you to find balance between the head and the heart. They said it's going to take you some time, but to move forward.
You trust the divine timing. That's good. There's no other kind. You need to get some rest. But that's obvious if you're having problems sleeping. Be patient. Use your intuition a little bit more. Okay? All right. Who is... You're sleeping like a prince, but your body's like a hamster. So you're waking up tired is what you're saying.
Huh. Where are you going when you go to sleep? that may be something that you need to be mindful of, because wherever you're going may be draining your energy.
Yeah.
I am somebody who believes that when we go to sleep, we're not just sleeping and dreaming, we're actually other places. And
Oh yeah, I get a lot of
mhm.
visitors. Charlie, stay over here, honey. Come here. All right, LA Heart, it is you up to bat. Wants a love reading, and you're a Cancer. Yippee skippy. LA Heart. Whoa. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay, they're saying you need to be patient too. There's a theme here today.
Mm-hmm.
No caller ID. When did you come in, dear?
Too many cards.
Well, I'm looking to make sure I'm not skipping somebody. I don't remember seeing it at all.
I don't remember seeing them either.
Yeah, I didn't have you on the list, caller ID, but if you came in too recent, it would have been a no anyway, because we're according to this, we've got 2 minutes left. I'll stay a little later just because astrology took a while. But I do not have you as even saying hello. But you must have, because the squirrel was after you. Don't friend this person. They're just out to scam you out of money.
I had one of those earlier.
Ugh, I'm tired of them. Okay.
Interesting. Again, I'm getting this stuck Piscean energy. Is that Neptune, do you think?
Oh, that
Could
could be Neptune. Yeah, I've got King of Cups. I've got Hangman.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
I've got Temperance. Be patient. And I have that you're overthinking this. Love stuff. Divine, go away. I'm going to have to block. Oh, I'll do that afterwards. You won't be coming back, that's for sure. They are just a scam artist, so don't answer them. Ooh. Ooh, LA, 2 of Cups. That's a soulmate coming in. Uh-huh. And you are the wounded warrior. Or maybe they are. Maybe they don't give up. Kind of like the Energizer Bunny. Last card here. LA Heart. It's too many cards. You have a soulmate coming in. They're just saying you need to be patient. And you've been doing some shadow work, haven't you? That's good. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that Pisces. If that's Neptune. Neptune leaves a fog. Neptune is all about
And we've been getting that all day.
illusion, confusion, delusion. And Neptune is just, I don't know if it has or is about to, moving into Aries. But you do have, whoops, you do have a Two of Cups, honey.
I have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords.
I don't have the Seven of Swords this time, thank God. I got the Devil, but he's in reverse. So this, you know, I always read that as they've been doing some shadow work, which is good. Or it could be that this person has been doing shadow work. That's also good. Shadow work in any response is good. Lauren, no, honey, we're
I have a strong, solid offer coming.
what?
I have a strong, solid offer coming.
Ooh. There you go, LA. You got it. And it'll be a soulmate. But the ever-present divine timing, be patient. Okay?
Yep. Focus on yourself in the time being.
There you go. All right, that's done. Alex, it's your turn. Finally, Alex. Finally, Alex is a Scorpio. And remember, there was a big question. We were going to scroll back. Scrolling,
They're stuck in
scrolling.
To something.
Here we go. Hey, here. I'll just put it up. I'm stuck between two alternating options. I need to choose between, but you're confused. Everybody's confused right now. Can I have a reading? Sure you can. All right, angels, we're talking to Alex.
Even we're confused.
What?
I said even we're confused.
Yeah. Today's been one of those days. Ryan, oh no, that's before I blocked him. This is okay. Back to the bottom. You're here. An hour waiting for your free reading. I'm sorry, dear. We do the best we can. All right. Oh, yeah, right. You want all those details, Kevin, huh? Are you leaving? I'm gathering. You're welcome. I'm glad you were here. Alex. Scorpio. Wants to know. You know what? I can use my pendulum for this, I think. Angels, Alex wants to know about two life alternating options. Needs to make a choice. This won't work because I don't know what they are, so I don't know how to identify them. Okay, Alex, I want you to focus on one of these alternating options. You're hanging in, just saying your thanks. Oh, honey, you're welcome. You're such a sweetheart. Alex, focus on one of these, okay? And I'm going to name that as number 1. Angels, should Alex choose the number 1 option? Should Alex choose the number 1 option? I'm getting a big no. So whatever number 2 was, now let's see what the cards say. I'm not going to let that go. Maybe I need to change it. Okay, Alex, do you feel like you've just kind of released a huge weight off your shoulders? Oh my God. Wrong. Well, just be patient. We're doing cards here. I don't know that they're going to ask. Are you getting anything, Jess?
I was getting that it's very clear from one that you will be able to, okay, let's put it this way. You can put your energy in. It's just, are you going to get reciprocation back from one you are, from one you're not? And I think that's going to become very clear. And you are manifesting the equal give and take that you want to have.
Oh,
but like I said, there's one here, and then
one of them's a soulmate.
Yes, and one of them is a karmic, which is still a soulmate, but not the same time.
Not the one you want, though.
No.
Yeah, I see as one is dead stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I've got that Knight of Cups in reverse. Dead stop. Oh, it went all the way to the floor.
You're going to get the clarity. You're going to make the decision that's going to best suit you. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
And you're going to walk away from one.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it's got you fighting yourself. You're not sure.
And anything that makes you doubt yourself should make you think as well, okay, well, maybe that's not what I should be focused on or something I shouldn't go towards.
I buy into that really strongly. Anybody that tries to get you to doubt yourself, that's a narcissistic trait.
Or even if it feels off in some way, trust your gut. Don't go through with it.
Okay. Let me put this, let's do it a different way. Let's do the opposite. Angels, will the second option for Alex, is that the one to choose?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I got a yes on that. You want to know, will it work out? Angels, will that relationship work out?
If your energy's all over the place, then you're not going to be able to get an accurate reading as well. So if your mind is all over the place, you got to try to center it, ground yourself so that we can read the energy.
And there are no guarantees. It could be karmic. It could be something you're supposed to learn from.
And like you said, your mind's all over the place. You create your reality with the mindset and like that you have. So do you want it to work out? Is this somebody that you want to be with?
Just, I think you've probably answered your own question, really.
If you want to manifest, you have to have that one consistent thought of, no, this is going to work out.
And the way you've been asking this question, I think number one is the one you want. It's not about
not
a
about a
okay, well,
It doesn't have to be about a relationship even.
right. It's
Your emotions toward this sort of thing.
all right. Let's. Okay.
I think no caller ID just wanted to know if they were pregnant or not.
Oh, you found a message?
Yes.
Oh, right there. You want to know if you're pregnant and you're asking us? I think what are those tests that they do now? Like $20 in a pharmacy?
You can get them at Dollar Tree.
There you go. Angels is no caller ID pregnant.
Or if you pay attention to your body, you'll know.
Yeah, Alex, that's what I thought. Is no caller ID pregnant? Well, I'm getting a no, but I would take that with a grain of salt. Go take a test. I mean, these days,
Yeah.
my God,
That's not something I would go to my psychic for.
either. It's like, nope, doctor. You want MD by the name, okay?
I mean, it's a fun topic,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't want.
Right. Okay. Number 1 is the one you wanted, Alex. Well, then go for that. Focus on that. Manifest the hell out of it, and you'll get it.
No more doubts. Don't
Yeah.
let those, and be careful what you say too, because you're speaking it into existence.
What you put out in that universe is going to come back.
Mhm.
All right. Who do we have? Angie, did you really want a love reading? She may not be here anymore.
I was gonna say I didn't see her, but I don't know.
Oh, did I really shuffle? I wasn't paying attention. Hey, Clutch, are you around? Clutch, we got to you. Oh, it's too expensive. Whatever it is too expensive. Well, if you think that way, it will be. But if you go, no, I deserve that, I'm going to manifest that,
Find a way to give you that
the
money.
money will come to you.
You don't want to block your blessings. Just because you can't see that happening for yourself doesn't mean that it can't happen.
Right. Torella, hello. I think we're done. I don't see Clutch coming back, and Angie hasn't said a word, so she's probably gone or fallen asleep. So thank you. We didn't do this friggin' commercials. This happens every time. And every time I say, remind me after astrology, we'll do the.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. I have a new show starting. This is the big announcement. I have a new show starting on Friday nights. It's going to start this coming Friday. And here comes the ad for it.
Cards are flying, paintbrush in hand. Fortune whispers, don't misunderstand. Crystal laughter fills the scene. Future shining like a movie screen. Tarot readings, wine that flows, art that shines, and hearts that glow. Stories told in the spark divine.
So I hope you'll all come join us this Friday, May 2nd. Oh, it's going to be May. Come home from work, grab your favorite beverage, sit down and join us. I have Sarah Lyle joining me this Friday. Sarah is a spiritual artist. I don't know how many people are
I
still
was
on.
going to say, is that her artwork in the?
That's her artwork. So she will draw a picture very fast of what spirit is telling her. And then she will interpret it for you. She's also very good if you hire her to do one for you. And it's incredible. So she will be joining me this Friday. Sometimes Angie will be in. Sometimes Sherry Berry said she wanted to come in and join. I really think they just want to drink, but that's okay. But they this week. She's awesome. Yes, she is, isn't she? So I finally coaxed her to do a show with me. We've been talking about doing this show for years, not particularly with Sarah. Angie and I and a couple others have been saying we got to have a Friday happy hour show. So here it is. So come join us, have fun, 6 to 8 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Why do we use Mountain Standard Time? Because it doesn't change. If I say Central, then you got to figure out, is it daylight? Is it standard? Mountain doesn't change. We're fine. Oh, now you're called Melissa Smith? Really? Don't patronize these people. They are just scammers. How do you manifest the money? Oh, honey, you just put in what it is you want. Don't focus on the money. Just put in what you want and manifest it. Spirit wants.
Write yourself a check.
Spirit will have the money there.
Write yourself a check. Don't cash it, but write yourself the check. That way you have it there in front of you every day and you're visualizing it.
You got to visualize. Do a complete board. Get a piece of poster board. Get some magazines. Cut out pictures and words and everything about whatever it is and put it up there and make sure you see that every day. Multiple times would be great. And it works. I will attest to it. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Kevin, I want to know more about this person. Especially since you thought you knew who it was. Anyway, you can always let me know another time. I think you left. You're not here. Anyway, everybody, thank you for joining us. What shows do we have coming up? Let's think. Today is Sunday. We used to have Angie and Sherry Berry on in the afternoon on Sundays, and this is the day they're going to start again. So I'm told. So you should see them about 3 o'clock Mountain Time. Then tomorrow is Monday. On Mondays, we have tea time with Shauna. And there she is. Shauna, tea time now Shauna's very ishy. So I can say 11-ish, and anytime between 11 and 1, she'll come on. Okay, but she's great. And she also does astrology too. Then on Tuesday, we have Julie Karen, Love Riot Warriors, and she is with a lady called Claudine. And their show is called The Show That Flows. So tune in. They are on at 9 o'clock Mountain Standard in the morning. Then on Wednesday, oh, well, look at where, let me find the right one. On Wednesday, you can see Julie, Karen, and myself. We do a show at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And that is Ask the Angels. So come see me then. We'll do more love readings. Then Wednesday night, you're going to see Miss Angie again. She likes to follow me around, I think. Miss Angie is on Wednesday nights with Dawn from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here is Miss Angie. And there is Mr. Don. Uh-oh. It didn't work.
Uh-oh.
There, it should come up. Okay. So Don from Sonora Mystic Tarot and Angie, and they are both fabulous. So you want to show up. And they're both very ishy. So it's like around 6 to 7-ish Mountain Standard Time. You'll see them come on. If you subscribe to these people and you set that timer, you will get notified when they come online. Okay.
Also, Dawn and Bonnie just worked on a video
Yes, we did.
with the death doula.
Yes, I am a death doula. And so I am starting that business. And Don interviewed me about it. So he put it into a video format and you can watch that. There are some shorts from it. He did a great job. And it's just.
What's the name of the death doula channel that you have?
It's
Is it
Calling on
still
Angels 1111. Yeah, and if you don't mind, please go there and like it because it only has 3 subscribers right now.
I'm one of them.
Good. Yeah, well, new channel. What can you say? It's going to be like that for a while. I remember. Okay, so that's Wednesday night. Now, Thursday, you can also see Dawn. And you can see Miss Shauna together. Again, they are both ishy. Okay, so 11-ish Eastern Time. I got to make sure I got that right. 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, ishy. Okay, so you can see both of them. They're a riot. And then that is Thursday. And then Friday, we have Miss Julie Karen again, Love Riot Warriors with Scott Underwood. He channels Archangel Gabriel and has written a book that was totally channeled and is very interesting. So tune in to them, and they come on about 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So Saturday, who do we have on Saturday? There she is, Miss Susan Grayson. She's got 2 books or just 1 book? 1 book, 2 printings of it, I think they did. And Susan is not ishy. Susan is punctual. She sometimes is early. Oh my God, can you hear that? That is just, I want to go out and slap them. But anyway, so Susan is on at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Mountain Stand. No, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard. I'm thinking 10 because that's what time she comes on here. I think. Isn't that right, or is it?
I think
Yeah,
so.
that's what it is. 8 o'clock Mountain Time. And she's on for usually just an hour. Sometimes she's a little bit early. She does things really fast. She only pulls a couple cards and man, boom, 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 and she gets them done. So, and then of course, next Sunday, we'll be back. Aren't you lucky? So come see us, any of us, all of us, and like, share, and subscribe. if anybody's still on. Who's talking here? Oh, see, Kevin was saying goodbye. I subbed. What? What's this? Can you ask, why did you get a no for the first time? No, it's Spirit. Unfortunately, Spirit does not give you reasons why. I don't know why Kevin's talking about the Grateful Dead. I subbed Bonnie. What is that? What's subbed? Is that a word?
Subscribed. Subscribed.
Thank you, sweetheart. And you liked the video. You are awesome. You are just awesome. Good afternoon, Tufik Potier. You're a new subscriber to the channel. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we are done for the day. We were done a half hour ago. What? Your other channel. Okay, you're number 4. Well, wonderful. Thank you, Kevin. I hope everybody has a beautiful day, a great week, and come back and see me on Wednesday and back Sunday here with Jess. Have a blessed week.
Waking up in the morning light, kind of feeling like I'm in flight. Clouds are gathering up above, turning whispers into love. And I'm calling all angels, won't you hear